Okay, so the Nintendo Switch generation is ending very soon. Since at the time of recording this video, it's like 1 week until the Switch 2 comes out. And let me just say I am very excited for the Switch 2, but this video is not about the Switch 2. In this video, I wanted to go over my top 10 favorite games from the Nintendo Switch. Because I love the Nintendo Switch, it's an amazing console and has some amazing games. So yeah, let's just get onto the list. So coming in at the number 10 spot, we have Super Mario Maker 2. Now this game is fantastic, of course, like every game on this list is gonna be fantastic. And Mario Maker 2 is really good. Like, I never played the first Mario Maker game, I never had a Wii U, so I didn't have the opportunity to play it. But it did seem fun, so I was really happy when they announced a Mario Maker 2. And what can I say, I've had a lot of fun with this game. I have built a lot of levels, I always find like making my own stuff to be fun. So I did find it really fun to make my own levels, but I don't really make them that much anymore. I don't really play the game in general that much anymore, but the time I had playing the game was amazing. The thing I like the most is just playing levels other people have created, and this game of course has like an endless variety of levels, cause like, of course, everyone can make their own levels. So like this is basically like an infinite Mario game, like you have basically infinite replayability with this game. And that's something I love. Like the concept of making your own Mario levels and also playing other people's Mario levels. That concept is really good. And the levels are fun, of course, because Mario is always fun. And when people get to make Mario levels, it's like, yeah, some levels will not be that great, but there are some amazing levels made in this game. So yeah, I don't really have that much to say about Mario Maker 2. It's been a good while since I played the game, so I don't really have that much to say. But yeah, let's move over to the number 9 spot. So coming in at the number 9 spot, we have Splatoon 3. Now, I don't really play that much Splatoon 3 anymore, but the time I had with the game was really fun. I'm not going to go over like the story mode or like Salmon Run, since I didn't really play those. I was mostly focused on like Turf War. Like I played some of the story mode, but I just didn't really find it that interesting, to be honest. Like yeah, it was fun for a little while, but after a while I just kind of wanted to move on to the online, since that was the main reason why I bought the game. And yeah, the online is really fun actually. This is probably one of my favorite shooters out there. Now, I'm not the biggest shooter guy. Like, yeah, there are some shooters I really love, but there are not a lot. And Splatoon did catch my attention. Splatoon is a really unique shooter. Like, I just find the idea of, like, shooting ink and just trying to cover most of the base is a pretty good idea. And also, one thing I kind of fell in love with Splatoon 3 is the world. The world just feels so good. I don't know how to describe it, but I just love this world and just seeing all the like Inklings, Octolings, and like everyone else just chilling. I think that is really cool. But yeah, I don't really have that much else to say. I haven't played this game in a good while. So yeah, let's move over to the number 8 spot. So coming in at the number 8 spot, we have The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Now, to be honest, I haven't played that many top-down Zelda games. The only ones I've played are like some of A Link to the Past, the Link's Awakening remake, and now Echoes of Wisdom. And out of all of them, I think Echoes of Wisdom is probably my favorite. And yeah, this Zelda game is really unique, because you play as Zelda in it and not Link. And one thing I love that they did is that Zelda plays so much differently from Link. Like, they could have pulled the easy route and just make Zelda play like pretty much the exact same as Link. But no, they gave her like an entirely new gameplay mechanic, which are the echoes. And I love the echo feature. Like, it has some problems, like the menu where you select the echoes. It's a bit too long and the sorting system there is just not that great. It kind of just makes me so I don't want to experiment too much and just stick with the same few echoes. But other than that, the echo system is really great, honestly. And also the dungeons, I really like the dungeons. The dungeons in this game are really good. Like, the dungeons are a lot more linear, but they also have like multiple solutions to them, and I really like that. Because yeah, I do agree that linear dungeons were better than like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom's dungeons, but I also like having multiple solutions to dungeons. So the dungeons in Echoes of Wisdom honestly are really good and I really like them. But yeah, I don't really have that much else to say about Echoes of Wisdom, so let's just move over to the next game. So coming in at the number 7 spot, we have Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Now this game was a huge surprise when it was revealed. Cause like, when it was revealed, I was not expecting a new 2D Mario game. And one thing I love about Wonder is just how goofy and wacky this game gets. Cause this game gets out there. There are a lot of weird and wacky stuff in this game. Like the Wonder Flowers are amazing, you never know what to expect with them. Like basically anything can happen and I love that. And also 2D Mario in general is always fun. And it was also nice to have like such a wildly different 2D Mario game. Cause for a while we were stuck with like the new Super Mario Bros. Games. And don't get me wrong, I do think some of those games were fun. But they all kind of felt like a lot of the same and just didn't really innovate that much. So it just felt so fresh when Mario Wonder came out. Cause like they experimented so much with this game. Like there are so many new enemies, you're in like an entirely different kingdom, there are some really cool power-ups, and also the art style is also a little goofy, and I love it. I love the art style of this game, I love the more goofy look for Mario, so I think this art style looks really good. And yeah, the game is fun, the Wonder Flower mechanic is amazing, it is so much fun and you never expect what's going to happen. But yeah, let's move over to the next game. So coming in at the number 6 spot, we have Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now this was my first Animal Crossing game, and like I've never really been that interested in Animal Crossing before, but when this game came out there was just so much hype around it and I thought it looked interesting. So I just decided to buy it, and yeah, I have some really fond memories of this game. Now, it has been a good while since I previously played the game, but from the stuff I played with the game, I loved it. And like this game came out at like the perfect time. It came out at like the beginning of the pandemic, and like that's perfect for this type of game. I think that's a big reason why it sold so well, just because it came out like the beginning of the pandemic and people wanted stuff to do, and of course video games are like right there and you can play all of them at home. And Animal Crossing is also just like a perfect type of game for the pandemic. And yeah, stuff I like about Animal Crossing is like, I like building my own village. I think that is pretty fun. I also like seeing like new villagers coming into the village. I think that's always fun. Like it's just fun to see who decides to move into the village. But yeah, I do have a lot of debt on that game though. I am never paying back Tom Nook. Never in a million years. But yeah, let's move over to the next game. So coming in at the number 5 spot, we have Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Now I know Super Mario 3D World came out on the Wii U, but I think there is enough different stuff in this game to be considered a Switch game. So yeah, this was my first time playing 3D World since, again, I never had a Wii U. But yeah, I think the game is really solid. Like, is it the best 3D Mario out there? No, it's not. But is it a fun time? Yes. The level design is really good. I mean, level designs in Mario games are like always good. Also, the power-ups are fun. Like the cat power-up is amazing. I always love power-ups that give you like extra mobility. So the cat power-up is really fun. But the thing I like the most about this game is not the 3D world part. It's the Bowser's Fury part. And I think it's amazing. I think like Bowser's Fury has been one of my most fun Mario experiences out there. Like Mario's movement is great as always, but one thing I loved is like the open world. Like it's not a big open world, it's pretty small, but I still thought it was fun. And I'm surprised how well Mario works in an open world. Like, would he work well in like a super big open world, like at the scale of like Breath of the Wild? I don't know. He might work or he might not. But in this small world, I think he works amazingly. And Bowser's Fury is also in like a style of like a lot of other 3D Mario games like 64, Sunshine, Mario Odyssey, where it's like a collectathon and you have to collect like different cat shines. And I mean, those are my favorite 3D Mario games. I love the Collectathon 3D Mario games. I just think they're the most fun. And also, I just want to say Bowser's design in this is amazing. I'd say this is the best design Bowser has ever had. Like, it's so menacing and I love it. But yeah, Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury is an amazing game, especially the Bowser's Fury part. I absolutely loved Bowser's Fury. But now, let's move over to the number 4 spot. So coming in at the number 4 spot, we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now again, I know Mario Kart 8 is a Wii U game, but I think the Booster Course Pass added enough content for this to be considered a Switch game. So yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It is Mario Kart, and I'd say it's the best Mario Kart out there. Like, the controls are amazing. Like, it's always important for me in the Mario Kart game that the controls are good and just feel good. And in this game, it does feel pretty good to like drive around, drift and stuff. Another things this game does great is like, I think it has like the best character selection in like any Mario Kart game. Because like, especially after the Booster Course Pass came out, like this selection is amazing. And also it has some amazing tracks. I made an entire video about like my top 10 most favorite tracks in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so if you want to see like more of my thoughts on like the tracks, you can check that out. But yeah, I don't actually have that much to say about this game. Like, it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It is the best selling Switch game, so I'm guessing if you have a Switch, you probably have this game. But yeah, let's just move over to the number 3 spot. So coming in at the number 3 spot, we have The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Now this game, I was so hyped for this game. It looked so good. And honestly, yeah, it lived up to the hype. I think this game is amazing. Like, I don't really care that it's in the same world as Breath of the Wild. I thought it was like just as fun to rediscover the world and find out what's different as it was in Breath of the Wild to like discover the world. And Tears of the Kingdom has some amazing mechanics. Like the Ultra Hand, for example, is such a good mechanic. Same with like every other mechanic, honestly. Like, I think this game basically improves upon Breath of the Wild for like everything. Like, I think the world is better. Yeah, the Sky Islands and the depths are a bit shallow and there's not that much to do there, but the map is still bigger, and I do think that like the depths and the Sky Island does add a lot to the map. Even though they're not that useful, I do think they still add a lot. And of course the mechanics I do think are better. I think the story is better in this. Like, when it comes to what's going on in the past, yeah, Breath of the Wild story can maybe be a bit more, you know, I don't know actually. When it comes to like the story in like the past, both the Breath of the Wild story and the Tears of the Kingdom story is kind of equal to me. Yeah, that part of the story, no, it's pretty much on the same quality as the Breath of the Wild story in my opinion. But when it comes to the present, I think it's a bit better. Like, yeah, there are some stuff that is like weird. Like, for example, you go to like different regions to like help different characters out, and like all of those characters just sees like this fake Zelda and is like, look, it's Zelda, I wonder what she's doing. And like, why doesn't Link just explain to them that like, that's not Zelda? Because like, you get it by now, that is not Zelda. And also, every time you beat a dungeon, there's like a sage that tells this story of the imprisoning war, and like, you hear it like 4 times and it's like, yeah, I got it the first time. But other than that, I think the game is pretty much perfect. Like, this is one of the best Zelda games out there in my opinion. I just think it is amazing. But yeah, let's just move over to the number 2 spot. So coming in at the number 2 spot, we have Super Mario Odyssey. Now, Mario Odyssey was my first game for the Nintendo Switch. I still remember in 2017, on Christmas, I got the Switch and I got Mario Odyssey for it. I was so happy. I was so happy. And because of that, Mario Odyssey is always gonna hold a special place in my heart. And it's also just a damn good game. Like this, I would say this is like my favorite Mario game of all time. Because like, there's so much cool stuff here. Like, first of all, Mario's movement I think is at its best. I don't think it's ever been better than this. Like, this movement feels so good, and you can also just do so much stuff. Like, there's so much stuff you can do with the movement. Like, I've watched a lot of speedrunners with Mario Odyssey, and they do some crazy stuff that I could never fathom of doing. But yeah, I also think the concept of like going to different kingdoms and stuff is really cool. And like the kingdoms are so different from each other. Like we have like Cap Kingdom, which is like basically black and white. There are like barely any colors there. And then we have like, for example, Cascade Kingdom right next to it, which is like a lush and green kingdom with like some dinosaur stuff there. And the colors are super vibrant. And also the capture mechanic is really cool. It's so cool to be able to like play as different Mario enemies and just other creatures in the Mario world. And they all have such different abilities. So yeah, Mario Odyssey is absolutely amazing. I would honestly love a Mario Odyssey 2. I think it has so much potential, but at this point, I don't think we're gonna get it honestly. But yeah, let's move over to the number 1 spot. So at the number 1 spot, my favorite Nintendo Switch game of all time, and just my favorite game of all time, is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now what can I even say about this game? It is the best Zelda game out there in my opinion. Like, I'm not always too big on open worlds, I don't care that much about open worlds, but the world in this game is really something else. It is so fun to explore the world, to like see what you can find and like see if you can find like different shrines and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot less linear than older Zelda games, because like this game is like you can do whatever you want. Like you can go and be Ganon like right away. But I do like that about this game. And also, this was also my first Zelda game, so it also kind of holds a special place in my heart just for that. But also, it's just a really good game. Like, as I said, the world is absolutely phenomenal. That's like one of the best things about this game, is just the world. But yeah, I don't actually know what to say about this game. I just love it so much. I just can't really describe why I love it that much. But I just do. The world, the gameplay, everything. The story is fine. Not like the best Zelda story out there. I do really like the past story, but I didn't care that much about like the present story. Stuff in the past was interesting, but the stuff in the present was just alright. But yeah, Breath of the Wild was probably the first game when the credits rolled. I just sat there and thought like, what did I just play? I just played a masterpiece. That's like basically the exact thoughts that ran through my brain when I first played it. Cause it's just so good. And it annoys me that I didn't play Breath of the Wild any sooner. Cause I started playing it at the end of 2022. Why didn't I play it sooner? It's so good. I missed out on it so much. But yeah, I absolutely love The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It is an amazing game, my favorite Nintendo Switch game, my favorite Nintendo game, and just my favorite game of all time. I just love it so much. But yeah, those were my top 10 Nintendo Switch games. This list was kind of hard to make since there are so many good games, and a lot of these games on this list could be interchangeable honestly. And there are also a couple of Switch games that I haven't played yet that I do want to play sometime. So they could be added to the list in the future. Like I really want to play like Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Metroid Dread, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the Xenoblade Chronicles games. But anyways, I want to hear from you guys. What are your favorite Nintendo Switch games? Let me know in the comments below. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye!